Hello everybody, welcome back to Blake's Den and my 1989 Austin Mini Designer project. So in the last video we put in the rear wheel arch. That was a couple of weeks ago. I'm pleased to report it's still in there, hasn't fallen out, which is great news. There's still a few jobs that I need to do. I've got the welds along here just to grind back a bit. Same along this edge here. They've got to be ground back enough so the plastic wheel arch can go on. I've got a bit of flakiness up there to sort out, and I've got a lip to trim off down there, and I've got a bit of tidying up where that little plate's just hanging off there. So let's get started. So a big thanks to everybody who liked and commented the last video and watched the last video. And also thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I've got some interesting content on the channel, and I'm planning on doing a 500 subscribers special when I get to 500. So I'm about 450-ish at the moment. So over 50 more people and you can have a special video. What I thought I'd actually do is, before I grind these back, is just show you some of the welds I did, because I didn't really show them in great detail. So just trying to shine the light on those in the best way we can. So not the most prettiest of plug welds, especially that one there. That one's a bit big, but these ones here, quite flat, and you can sort of see the heat distortion which has gone on. So you have it's been really hot, and it's a really solid weld we've got along there. So yeah, quite happy with those. Right, so I'm just going to grind those, not perfectly flush, but just a little bit flush. You can also see as well those spots where I've welded on the inside, and you can see that I've had the full penetration and the heat's come through. So yeah, happy with that. Right, let's grind those back, and to do that I'll be using a flap disc on the grinder. So using the flap disc on the grinder, tickle those back and fine. I had one down here I wasn't happy with, so I've actually drilled it out and re-welded it. The bit of metal behind was just a tiny bit flappy, just where I've got a bit of fold and a cut there, so happy with that now. I've also just temporarily put on a wheel arch liner, plastic arch extension. This is actually a black one. I should have a Nimbus grey one, but I've got those safely stored away because they're like hen's teeth. And it fits fine, you know, fits perfectly over there. Where it's not fitting is purely because of that extra bit of lip there I need to take off. So I'll grind that bit off next. Got that edge all sorted now. So the next job is, I've got a little bit here which I'd left over from the floor repair. I need to tie that into here. So I'm going to push that up and then weld it into position. And then once that's done, that's probably the last of the welding. Yeah, it should be, well, last of the welding in this bit. And then we'll start getting some seam sealer on. So that's welded up now along there. The welding along here does not look great. But it is solid. Passing the hammer test, so that's good enough for me. It's all going to get sealed anyway. Right, I said that was all the welding, but it wasn't. There's a tiniest bit I want to do up here when it focuses. Let's try it from here. On the wheel arch lip. There we are. I'm just going to turn the welder down. I'm just going to put a little bit of weld in there and just build it up. And I've got a bit of copper behind just to help fill the gap, just to repair that little bit of a hole. So there we are, all built up with weld. So I should be able to take the clamps off now. That bit of copper is, there we are, just fallen off. So now we can grind that back. So that's that edge built up the best I can. It's not too bad. I've also just taken the excess metal off at the bottom of the wheel arch there. Now my next job is I want to seam seal all of the edges underneath. So I'm going to use this stick saw, which I've used before on the front end. It's like a seam sealer, very messy stuff. I use it with a caulking gun. I'll probably do a bit on the inside with it as well, although I will eventually go over everything on the inside with a U-Pol grey stripe brushable seam sealer. There's a reason why I haven't done any of it yet. I haven't even done the sills yet at the front. I think this goes off pretty fast once it's open, so I want to open it and just do the whole car in one. And then when I've finished seam sealing with the stick saw, I'll then go over with my Bonder Rust Primer, which is like your red oxide type paint. So that is the stick saw liberally applied to everywhere underneath. Deliberately left this bit here because I need to get the corner on for the rear valance, so I haven't spent too long on that bit. And then I decided to do the insides as well. And that as well. Ignore the big smudge in the middle. It's good stuff. It takes 24 hours to dry fully. And wear a glove, but obviously when you're rubbing your finger along the seams, your glove splits. So be prepared for the black fingernail. Thankfully it comes off just with normal sort of white spirits, terps sort of thing. So right, let that dry and then we'll get the paint on. It's now 24 hours later. All the sealant is dry now, so I'm going to paint the wheel arch with the Bonder Rust Primer. I'm not going to film that because it would literally be like watching paint dry. And a few minutes later, that's all done. I haven't gone too wild painting it because some of the floor still needs some rust cleaning off it. Also done this side. All nice and shiny, and a little bit underneath as well, which is where it's all running. And the inside as well. So, good stuff. So I think that's probably a good place to stop. Before I wrap it up though, I think it's worth taking stock of where I'm at with this. So I think the major bits of the bodywork are nearly done. As I was poking around this side, I discovered that there's quite a big hole there, which I need to sort out. So I need to do that in the next video. I've got the valance to go on, but I'll probably do that after the subframe. So in terms of bodywork, what's left to do? Other than a few little bits here and there, not much. And the doors I'm not sure what to do with. They look fine, but they actually they are quite rusty on the inside. And you can see where they've had a repair panel on in the past. You can see the spot welds. So I'm not quite sure what to do with that. And the other thing is the bonnet lip needs replacing, and the whole bonnet is a bit rusty. And the thing fell off, which keeps the bonnet shut. So nearly there with it, just a little bit to do. So that should be the last of the big sort of structural elements, hopefully. So we'll leave it there then. So thank you for watching, as usual. Thank you for liking the videos and commenting on the videos. Please do that on this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please press subscribe. It does not cost you anything, and you'll get notified of all my latest videos. So thank you very much all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.